Peace and grace to your spirit. You're not here by accident. Something sacred has drawn you to this very moment, not chance, but divine orchestration. Heaven has scheduled this message just for you. There's a reason your soul is stirring. There's a reason this title echoed something deep inside your chest. This is not ordinary. This is alignment. The angels have been whispering, and now they are speaking clearly. You are not lost. You are being led. And though the path may have felt tangled and unclear, a higher hand has been guiding your every step. Heaven is speaking to you now. A word that was written before you ever took your first breath is now being released into your life. A sacred truth buried in eternity is rising to meet your present moment. Beloved, something ancient is being remembered in your soul. Your connection, the one that feels unlike anything else, is not new. It's older than your memories, deeper than your fears, stronger than your doubts. You're being called into divine remembrance. Type the words, "I receive," in the comments, because this is not just a video. This is a spiritual encounter. Angels say this connection was written long before you were born. Your spirit already knows this. It's why you can't shake the feeling that someone, somewhere, belongs to you in a way that defies logic. You've felt it in dreams, in moments of silence, even in the ache that won't go away. This is not a fantasy. This is divine design. Before you had a name, before your eyes opened to this world, a covenant was spoken over your life. Heaven wrote it in light, sealed it in grace, and tucked it into your destiny. And now, right now, the veil is thinning. The memory of that eternal bond is beginning to surface. You've crossed paths with souls, but this one echoes. This one stirs something holy in you. Not just love, but purpose. Not just emotion, but recognition. The angels are not bringing you a new desire. They're awakening an ancient promise. One you once agreed to in the silence of spirit, long before this human life began. Let that sink in. You're not chasing after something. You're remembering someone. Stay with this moment. There's more. And what's coming next will make your heart understand what your mind never could. Beloved, the ache you've been carrying, it was never random. The heartbreak, the silence, the waiting, all of it has been shaping something far greater than your eyes could see. There were seasons you felt forgotten, left behind, unseen. You questioned if the love you longed for was even real, or just something your heart made up to survive. But heaven has heard every silent cry. Not one tear has been wasted. Not one lonely night has gone unnoticed. You didn't just lose people. You were being replaced, not abandoned, but refined. What felt like endings were divine beginnings in disguise. God allowed certain doors to close so that the right ones wouldn't be missed. And yes, it does, because divine rearrangement always does. Let this truth rest in your spirit. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. You see through pain, but heaven sees through purpose. And purpose is what has been guiding your every step, even in the wilderness. Hold on, beloved. Your pain has not been in vain. The emptiness you've been feeling, it's not punishment, it's preparation. You haven't been left behind. You've been cleared for alignment. Heaven has been rearranging your path, not to withhold, but to protect. You didn't lose them, they were removed. You didn't miss it, you were being positioned. Some connections had to break so your soul could breathe again. Some relationships had to fade so the right one could find space to arrive. This is holy order. God has been removing the noise, the confusion, the distractions, because what's coming is sacred. The angels have been at work in silence, behind the scenes, beyond your sight. And though it may have looked like delay, it was divine choreography all along. You were never meant to carry old weight into a new season. That's why heaven had to cut certain cords. You were not being punished. You were being aligned, prepared, positioned. There is no error in your story. What fell apart was never meant to last. What felt like rejection was actually redirection, guiding you back to what was written for you before time began. Let that truth settle inside you. Everything is shifting, and it's shifting in your favor. If you've been sensing something lately, a pull, a stirring, a knowing, you're not imagining it. Heaven is sending signs, gentle confirmations that the connection written for you is drawing near. Maybe it's a name that keeps repeating, a song that plays at just the right time, dreams that feel too vivid to ignore, or an urge to revisit a place that once meant nothing, but now carries weight. These are not coincidences. They are coordinates. Spiritual markers meant to realign your heart with heaven's timing. That familiar voice in your spirit whispering, something's about to shift. It's correct, because it already is. Your footsteps are being ordered, not by chance, but by divine strategy. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Pause and consider this. Every delay, every detour, every closed door has been leading you here, to this moment of divine recognition. Beloved, the signs are not sent to tease you. They're sent to prepare you, because what's coming is not random, it's remembered. I know what your heart has whispered in the quiet. Am I too late? Too broken? Too much? But hear this in your spirit. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too much. And you have not missed what was meant for you. Heaven has not forgotten your tears. Your angels have not overlooked your pain. The ache in your soul has been cradled in divine hands. Your journey may have felt slow, even backwards at times, but every step was building something sacred. The delays were not denials, they were designs. You've questioned your worth because of how others handled your heart. You've doubted your timing because of how long it's taken. But let this truth rise above all fear. You are right on time for a love that was formed outside of time. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. You have not been waiting in vain. You've been becoming, growing into the version of yourself that can receive what's eternal. So breathe, beloved. You are not behind. You are becoming aligned. There is someone whose soul has been woven with yours, not by coincidence, but by covenant. Before your lives ever touched the earth, your spirits agreed to find each other, and that promise still stands. This person, they've walked through their own fire. They've known loss. They've wrestled with identity. They've asked heaven if they'd ever feel whole again. But through it all, they've been shaped, not into perfection, but into purpose. They carry wisdom now. They carry scars, yes, but those scars are sacred, just like yours. They've been looking for something real, and in quiet moments they've prayed for a love that would feel like home, not a rush, not a spark, but a soul returning. Beloved, they're not far, and more importantly, they're not asleep. They're becoming, just as you are. This connection isn't about fantasy or fleeting feelings. It's about something deeper, a divine partnership. You are not waiting for a perfect person. You are remembering the one whose soul already knows yours. And when your eyes meet, in divine timing, your spirit will say, "There you are." This isn't imagination. It's inheritance. And it's coming into view. You won't need to guess. You won't need to chase. When this connection arrives, your soul will know, not in chaos, but in calm, not in fear, but in peace. There will be no performance, no pretending, no pressure to become someone you're not. Instead, you'll feel a settling, like your heart has come home, like you've known each other for lifetimes. They won't just see your smile, they'll hear your silence. They won't just admire your strength, they'll hold space for your softness. You'll recognize them by what your soul whispers in their presence. It's safe here. It's real. It's them. The world may not understand it. Others may not see what you see. But your spirit will testify before your logic ever does. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. You won't feel anxious. You won't feel small. You won't feel like you're reaching. Instead, you'll feel still, anchored, chosen, known. Not because everything will be perfect, but because everything will finally make sense. When it happens, you won't need signs. You'll be the sign. And peace will confirm what your heart has always carried. Now pause. Let this settle in your spirit. You are not preparing for something ordinary. You are aligning with something eternal. Heaven is watching your agreement. Angels move when your heart says yes. So speak this aloud right now. I am ready for what heaven has prepared for me. Let the vibration of your words break through doubt. Let it rise above fear. Let it echo into the very atmosphere around you. And if you believe this word was meant for you, type it in the comments right now. I am ready for what heaven has prepared for me, because speaking it activates it, writing it seals it, and heaven responds to faith in motion. You are not just hoping anymore. You're stepping into it. The moment you agreed, heaven began to move. This is no longer about waiting. This is about walking. You're not standing still. You're being ushered into alignment. Right now, as you listen, timelines are shifting. Barriers are being broken. Wounds are being healed. Paths are being prepared, both for you and for the one who carries your covenant. You may not see it yet, but in the realm of spirit, it's already happening. Everything that once delayed you is losing its grip. Everything that once confused you is falling away. There is momentum now. Heaven's hand is guiding you gently but firmly into what was always yours. You are not out of sync. You are not off track. You are divinely positioned. What you've been praying for is also praying for you. What you've been dreaming of has been divinely assigned to your name. Let this word anchor deep. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? You will know it. You will recognize it. You will walk into it, fully, freely, faithfully. The shift isn't coming. It's here. Beloved, while you've been praying, so have they. On the other side of this divine promise is a soul who has felt the same ache. They've searched, hoped, and wondered, just like you. They've laid awake at night, asking heaven if love like this truly exists. They, too, have been tested. They've loved and lost. They've trusted and been broken. They've waited in the silence, wondering if anyone would ever truly understand them. But even in the pain, they never gave up. Not on love. Not on purpose. not on the hope that somewhere, someone was being prepared just for them. That someone is you. They've cried out for healing, and heaven heard them. They asked for someone real, someone who sees with the Spirit, not just with the eyes, someone who listens with the heart, someone who wouldn't walk away. Your name has been spoken in their prayers, and your soul has answered, even from afar. You are not the only one waiting. You are not the only one growing. You are not the only one believing. The same God who's been working in your life has been working in theirs. You were never walking alone. Two journeys, one promise, now converging. Now hear this clearly. The one heaven is sending may not look like what you expected, not the image your mind painted, not the list you once clung to. They may not be your type, but they will be your truth, because God does not choose based on appearances. He chooses based on purpose, and purpose often arrives wrapped in surprise. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. This connection won't fit culture's mold, but it will fit your spirit's design. They may come with a different story, a different background, a different path, but when your eyes meet, it won't be recognition of features, it will be recognition of soul. Don't dismiss what doesn't look familiar. God often hides his greatest treasures where the world wouldn't look. You're not receiving a fantasy. You're receiving a foundation, one that can carry destiny, not just desire. Let go of the surface. Be open to the sacred. This connection is not just about hearts intertwining. It's about heaven touching earth through your union. Yes, there will be love, deep, fierce, gentle love. But beyond the butterflies, there will be blueprint, a divine assignment written into both of your souls. Together, you'll break generational cycles. You'll rewrite family stories. You'll raise children or dreams in an atmosphere of healing and truth. This is more than attraction. It's activation. More than affection. It's alignment. When your lives join, heaven will release something that neither of you could carry alone. A legacy of light. A mission of mercy. A testimony of restoration. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. God is not just sending you someone to love. He's sending someone you can build with. Someone who speaks the same spiritual language. Who burns for the same vision. Who walks at your pace and stands in your prayer. This is more than a romance. It's a revival. And when your souls meet, you'll both feel it. This was never about just us. This was about what heaven wanted to create through us. Let's seal this moment. Let heaven hear you. Let your spirit rise in agreement. Say this aloud right now. I am aligned with heaven's timing, heaven's love, and heaven's plan. Let that declaration pierce through doubt. Let it echo in your atmosphere. Now type this into the comments below to confirm it in faith. Prepared and expecting, because that's what you are now. Not unsure, not overlooked, not forgotten. You are prepared, because the journey has refined you, and you are expecting, because the promise is no longer far away. Heaven responds to bold agreement. And right now, the heavens are recording your yes. You're not just wishing, you're walking. You're not just hoping, you're holding space for the sacred. So say it again, if you need to. Prepared and expecting. And every time you do, you're drawing the promise closer. You're becoming more ready. You're stepping into the exact moment heaven wrote for you, long before you were born. Waiting for your signal to continue to section 15, the final word of prophetic assurance. Let this be your confirmation. You are not being teased by heaven. You are being trusted. Trusted with timing. Trusted with transformation. Trusted with a promise too holy to be rushed. Beloved, it's already on its way. The alignment, the connection, the one who was written into your story before your first breath. You didn't miss it. You didn't ruin it. You didn't delay it beyond repair. What belongs to you is still yours, because it was never based on your perfection. It was based on God's plan. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace, and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Breathe now. Let the weight lift. You're not waiting alone. You're not walking in circles. You are being led, gently, faithfully, powerfully, toward the one whose soul already knows yours. This message, this moment, was heaven reminding you. You are not forgotten. You are not late. You are chosen. Let that settle in your spirit. And as you go, carry this truth. This connection was written long before you were born. And now, it is beginning to unfold.